Let's cut the time short. I want to jump in. Okay, as we can see, the first thing that we want to do... So hello, everyone, I suppose is the first thing I should say before I jump in. Right. We've re-geared my Druid. Tazastical. None of this we can wear. We're respecking. I know, another respec. Have I not written down anything? Oh no. I need a notepad. Awkward. 2 seconds. Whoops, I nearly attacked Withers. Sorry there, my boy. Right, so I've basically got my daughter's A4 notepad. And I basically was going an and an and. So, we're going to respec my Druid, and basically we had 2 options. Now, the reason why we're respecing is because in the couple of times that she's fought, she ends up getting stuck into melee, whether my bad plays or whatnot. And then she can't really do anything. And she's sort of out of her tricks. Like, I like the summons and I want to keep the summons.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not...
Excuse me?
Recall that in time...
Fair enough with us. He cares about my romance. I would love to see how much gold I've spent on Withers. No, I wouldn't. Right, so... We're still going to go Spore Druid and whatnot. We're still keeping Druid the heart of this class. And it was basically down to a few things. I did think about Barbarian for a bit to do something like interesting, but I think that's way not what we're doing. I could do Monk. Again, I think that's probably breaking the spirit of the run. Now suddenly it's like, oh no, now we're a Monk. Let's just be one of the best classes in the game for sure. Fighter is always a solid choice, but basically I writ down all the pros and cons to Fighter and Ranger. So, because basically if we would go Ranger, we would do something like... We could either use the Pet to blind. In all honesty, we'd probably go Knight Ranger, so then we can wear the heavy armor. And then we would use the dual crossbows. I know. It doesn't sound interesting at all. Knight Ranger. Yeah, because that's all our thing. Or we could go Fighter. You can add your ability modifier. What is my ability modifier? When you make an attack with your offhand weapon, you can add your ability modifier. So we could do that. Or do we just go defense? Because what I'm thinking is we can actually get our defense up. There's a couple of traits that we can do. And if we, because there's a scimitar, all over the place here. There's a scimitar that we can buy at the Moonlight Inn. That's why we started in the camp and whatnot, because I've been having a look around. And then I try and then I go back to camp because I don't want to buy it yet, because this is like my great reveal. There's a weapon. The guy that fixes Karlach does it, or helps Karlach does it, right? And the weapon adds our charisma modifier to whatever we're doing. No, wisdom. Yeah, I forgot who we were. Adds our wisdom modifier to whatever we're doing, which is obviously Bangalangan. So we get our strength up, we get our wisdom up, we're going to have a good time. Here it's a case of... I didn't actually write down what I wanted. You're fighting. What's protection? Problem is I don't know what ability modifier it is. I'd imagine it's my strength. Wish it would tell me. I'm actually going to Google this. Why not? Because this is Baldur's Gate 3 fighter fighting style. I imagine it's whatever I'm using. 2 weapon fighting, because it says ability. Dual wielding. Because we are going to be dual wielding. 2 weapon fighting. Let's have a look. How to unlock fighter level 1. Yeah, but tell me what it is. When you attack, you add the ability modifier to the damage. So it must be my strength, right? Like, I'm assuming it's my strength. So then it's a case of, do I want more damage? or not. I do like, because so what we're going to do is we're going to get a +1 bonus from armor class, because we're going to get heavy. Right, let's go to the abilities. So I want 17 there. We're dumping dex. Intelligence we're dumping. Wisdom at 15. Charisma at 10. So if I come down here, can I get wisdom? Because really I want that even, because obviously we've got the hag's hair on the wisdom. So that would take us up to 16. And then what? Dex to 10. It's a bit of a mad split though, isn't it? I don't know if I hate that though. Because charisma, I don't want the minus when we're talking. The 17 to strength, we're going to boost that up by 1 for heavy armor master. Athletics, intimidation, that's all fine. Yes, passive feature. We gain +1 to armor class. I'm trying to think what's going to be the best. I should have really had this prepared. Let me... Sorry, I'm furiously trying to read. I might have to cut this for YouTube, because this is the indecisiveness. Because the problem is what I've also got to weigh up is how often I'm going to be able to... I cut that for YouTube because that took a while of like debate and discussion. I think we're going to go with 2 weapon fighting, because we're going to get +2 to our armor class another way. And our armor class is going to be heavy, and I do like the fact that we're then in this armor, because this armor has literally been just, what, sitting on the curb, which I hate the idea of. Our stats, so we're going to get strength up to 18. If I got rid of... I would really want... I could dump charisma like that, which I hate. Can I only get one thing to 17? So 16 gives me what? A +3, so we'd get him +3. Unless I go 16 on strength. Which I hate. No, I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to bring wisdom down to 15. The hag's hair will take us to 16. Which is fine. Strength at 17, we can boost that to 18. Wisdom, that's fine. Charisma, 10. And then I guess Dex, just so... Okay, I like that, I like that. Had to talk that one out loud, I'm afraid. So sorry about that. And then we're going to confirm. What was that? Someone just like roared. So that's the plan. Now, I don't know how deep we are going to go into fighter. At the moment, I don't think we should, because I feel like the summons with Spore Druid are too important. But we can wear all this. Our armor class straight off the bat is 18. We'll probably get rid of these, but I just thought it looked really, really cool. Straight off the bat, we are 18. That is a hell of an improvement on what we are. Like, we're one of the tankiest units here already. Obviously, Karlek needs to be raging and stuff like that. But that's absolutely amazing. And when we're stuck into melee, it does give us another option of things to do. Now, down the line, we might take more... I'm toying. So it's basically a toy between, obviously, the crossbows or the fighter. And I thought the fighter was a little bit more interesting. Because dual crossbows, everyone does it. Which is quite funny, because normally you fight as the boring option, where here actually it's a bit more interesting, because at least it's different. So I toyed and toyed and toyed. I basically got a sheet of paper that writes all the levels and what I get at Druid. If I take anything in fighter, I do not get any of the summons for Druid, because I need, I believe it's level 6... Level 7 Druid to get 6 spells, but we'll have a look in a minute, to basically be able to do the summoning stuff. And if I go to Karlak, we are miles away. Now, it does open the door down the line to get action surge and stuff like that, which is going to be really cool. Basically, I'm really excited for this, so I'm all over the shop. Because this is me going wet and wild and learning the game. Now we're going to go Spore Druid. Or Druid into Spore Druid. Cantrips. We go Guidance because we are the Guidance person. We're also going to go Resistance. We're not using clubs or staffs. We're dual wielding because I think that's cool. I think because I was getting really excited because I made a build in case this build died and it was a dual wield build. And now I'm a bit gutted I can't use it. Right. So we go with Longstrider. We go with Speak with Animals. I'm very tempted to take Thunderwave. But we're not going to. We could take a Healer. Healer's always good. It's not very sexy though, is it? Fog would also be really good. I like them. I will use all them. Like, we use them every single morning. Right, except 4 berries into your... Okay. Well, they're actually 4d4. That's not a terrible... Problem is, it's an action. I suppose I do it in the morning. Right. So, we still go into Spore Druid, because now here's the slight, what's the word? Here's the slight compatibility it has with it. Because we have our symbiotic entity that we use instead of Wild Shape that gives us temporary hit points, it's going to make us additionally more tanky than what we normally are. So suddenly, we've got a tank, which is weird. I'm really tempted to try these good berries. Fog, I need to learn to use more, really. Like, defensively. To, like, hit people when they're blinded and stuff. Fairy Fire, I do like. We haven't got any concentration, although... concentration isn't going to be the best, but... maybe we move away. Thunderwave... Fairy Fire. Fog. Let's go with Thunderwave. I mean, I can change all this, so let's go Fog. We're a tank, let's go defensive. We need to remember, our Druid is all about teeing things up for other people. Conjure a Flaming Scimitar in your hands. So, I was really excited when I saw this spell. My main curiosity... is does it then remove what I've already got? Because it says conjure a flaming scimitar that does 3 to 18 fire damage. I love the idea of doing that, especially as a bonus action to like go in. But then it's like, if that removes my weapon, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to click that and test that. If it does that, then that's cool. If not, then we'll just get rid of it. Right, cantrip, we will go with Thorn Whip, I guess. Has a bit of utility. We will also go with... the problem is we're not ever going to use good berries because we have really good potions. And I really like Thunderwave, especially if we're going to get into melee. Equally, probably Spike Growth. No, because we have that for our druids. Moonbeam is always great. And then our first feat. So our first feat is going to be Heavy Armor Master, which gives us a +1 to strength, taking our strength to 18. Incoming damage from non-magical attacks also decreases by 3 while I'm wearing heavy armor. That's going to be huge. I love these long levels. Then we get spells. We probably just want Cool Lightning there. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't take that. And then we'll test the Flaming Sword out very quickly. Right, then we get spells, so get rid of that. probably... I can go in for Thunderwave here, I guess. I do like Fairy Fire, though. Even Heat Metal. It's a concentration, like... We're always going to be Moonbeaming or Cool Lightning, so there's probably no point having another concentration at the end of that. So actually I really like Thunderwave. And we'll have different summons that we don't have to worry about Flaming Sphere. Hold Person is another really good shout. But again, our concentration isn't as high as it was before, so we are probably going to lose it more than not. And then here we get rid of that, and we get our Woodland Being, because that is absolutely amazing. And that should be us done. So our AC's 18. Did we not get another feat? Okay, we should... Oh, it's because I took one level of fighter, isn't it? Because then we'll take dual weapon fighting next time out. The next feat available, which then boosts our AC again. So we've got boots, so we got when we cast a spell that requires concentration, we can't be knocked prone or moved against our will. We've got gloves of dexterity, which pumps, that's why we dumped our dex. That's fine, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's 2 levels that we could have pumped into, like, charisma, but I don't think it's that game breaking that we need to worry about it. We then obviously got this, so all incoming damage is reduced by 2. And remember, with our feet, I'm hoping this stacks. Increase your and reduce incoming damage from non-magical attacks by 3. I mean, like, that's a lot of... We send them reeling if they hit us. And I've also want to try this. So when we inflict a condition, we gain Arcane Synergy for 2 rounds. Deal additional damage equal to our spellcasting modifier, and our spellcasting modifier will be +3, which, you know, it's just damage upon damage. So I'm hoping that stacks the way I would like it to. Now, the only thing that I did want to check is, so the sword here, so we're going to waste a spell and then go back to the Moon Inn to see what happened with all the prisoners. We still haven't spoken about that. Is what I want to see is when I spawn this, what happens to the abilities that is already on here? Like, does it disappear and it's an entirely different weapon? Because if that's the case, then we're getting rid of this. So that's gone onto the dagger. It looks like it's just a new dagger. Does a lot of damage though. But we do not want that whatsoever, because we want our weapons to be able to be boosted up. Oh, I can take another spell. I will probably do the Conjure Elemental. That's absolutely fine. So we don't want that because we want the 2 scimitars that add our wisdom modifier just for free, because that's going to be too strong. But that's actually quite good to see that. So we get rid of that. That then opens the door up to be able to do something else for us. Fairy Fire is always a good one, but again, we've got so many concentration spells, I don't particularly think we want any more. So we've got Gust, Dark Vision... Hold Person, we could go Lesser Restoration. It's an action which I don't like, but it has some utility use. See, Create or Destroy Water could be really, really good, but we don't really want her doing it if she's then going to be casting the lightning herself anyway. Like, I'm really excited to see this build. We've got Gust of Wind, but we've got Thunder Shock. I don't know why we would do that over Thunder Shock. So yeah, let's do Lesser Restoration so we have it. Right, so we haven't even talked about what happened like last episode. So we freed the prisoners in one of the worst prison break things we've ever seen. I mean, it wasn't all my fault. It was mostly my fault, but it wasn't all my fault. Oh my god, look at all my buttons. They're all over the shop. It's fine. Definitely doesn't bother me at all. So, I do not want to rest here. I want to... So, leave camp. Go on, computer. And we're back on the dock. Now, I can't remember if I looted these. No. So we're going to loot these. So there's a few things that we need to now know. Have we lost all the merchants that were... Oh, there's loads of weapons in here. Have we lost the merchants that were in the tower? That would be slightly upsetting, because there are a few weapons that we would want to grab. Or items in general. We lost one of the prisoners, which isn't a massive problem. He walked into my moonbeam. It was like all his fault, really. So we need to know what happened there. But I don't want to long rest in case it obviously... No. Okay. I thought that was going to blow up. What's that? Shipping crate.
A wave of sick familiarity radiates from one barrel amidst the cargo. Tadpoles. Sleeping and scarcely aware, but
interesting.
echoing roars 100-fold.
Burn them, I say. Burn them all.
Examine the seal. Does it look familiar? I might actually leave this and do this with my druid.
Looking ahead. Here goes nothing.
Because if there's some tadpoles that we can nick in here.
Your tadpole squirms and feels a legion of echoes in response.
Intelligence, reach out, tadpole to tadpole. -1, brilliant. Hey! Very nice.
A pattern of blank minds, newly born. They carry only a bare shred of memory, inherited from something older. A sleep of centuries. The birth and destruction of a settlement above forming only background noise to the dream. Until something descended down into the darkness, and the dreamer awoke.
Interesting.
These tadpoles come from an ancient colony down below the tower. Whatever we do with them, we must deny their use to the Absolute.
I mean, can I take them?
The vat is still, placid. Thousands of tadpoles happily awaiting their hosts.
Examine the seal.
The winged serpent of the Zentarim. It seems their pursuit of profit extends even
Oh, they were the
further.
people underground. Oh, I guess I can't, so I'll just have to hit it, I guess. Damn. Oh, I don't want to. I want them all. I suppose it'd be very powerful to like just...
Parasite. Brimming with magic.
Yes, please.
Take it.
Dead Mine Flayer Parasite. And a grease bottle. The best spell in the game. That'll annoy someone. Okay. So...
Making me sweat.
Now, I need to be careful I don't run into a fight accidentally. I'm not fairly sure that all the enemies are gone. Obviously, I want to get the loot to sell. I don't want to go too far down there, because if there's anyone else alive, we're in trouble. I hope they got back safely. And then there's that one prisoner that did die, sadly. Well, we did try our best. I'll be honest. It was like the majority was their fault. But I do need to know if the front of the tower, if they are aggro to me. Right. Because the problem is that's a long run back to the inn. If they did. Okay, that's everyone looted and scooted. We want to just waypoint back now. This is probably a bit too risky to be doing this with low health. Let's see if they got back.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Yeah, I'm excited to see our druids in battle. We will go and loot and scoot today of all our stuff that we've missed.
What's up for discussion?
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite a flutter. Do you know why?
Haven't you heard I freed the people being held in Moonrise Towers?
You did? But that means... Wulbrin! Wulbrin! Oh, where is he?
Patrols report more activity among the cultists, Mom. Preparing to march.
Sorry, I gotta follow this.
Seems that way.
Yes, wait. A moment. Wulbrin, it's me! I said a moment. Wulbrin!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkas?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkas?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself.
Oh, that's really
with the aid
sad.
of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wulbrin.
You don't belong here, Barkas. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wulbrin... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to do.
I said go home!
Oh, that's sad. No, you don't know what he's been through to find you.
Please, that isn't necessary.
Indeed. Neither of you has any clue what's the next.
Oh, boo.
I had no business.
Boo. I just pulled you from jail.
There we have it. Wulbrin is safe and sound. Thanks to you.
My druid looks glorious now. Let's just get that out of the way.
I've started. Here you are. As promised. I give you the brilliant retort. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded.
Yeah, he seems like a real arse.
Don't judge him too harshly. He's been through a lot. When he's had some rest, he'll be back to his usual self.
You really care about him, don't you?
Well, once you're used to someone, you're used to them.
What will you do now, my man?
Well, perhaps Wulbrin is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate.
They'll have to wait. It's lethal out there.
Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone.
Yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry.
Soon enough.
Why don't you join my camp once we're ready to leave these lands?
Perhaps I will.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
Yes. That's a nice idea. Thank you.
Yeah, you're alright, my man. He gave us a brilliant retort. Karlak just casually dancing. And we got inspired! Right, let's talk to the kids then. Let me get some inspiration. I didn't realise you get the same amount of experience for, like, killing an enemy to, like, not. Where is... Who's in here? Where's the kids?
We need Mole. Please, get her back.
Where was Mole? I thought Mole was... Don't say I've, like, not... Oh, I thought they were just all in the prison.
Roland said sit tight. But what's taking so long? I hope he's all right.
Of course Roland went looking for us. If you see him, send his ass back here, and fast.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'll sort it. Right, we did to get the heart. No, so actually what we should do is buy the weapons that we made this build for. Or not made this build for, but they're going to give our build a little bit more oomph to do you oomph.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything?
That's what she said. I'll ask him about that in a minute. Right. Where is it, that one? No. Maybe you don't have it? Oh, I didn't dream that you had this weapon, did I? Always good. Dreaming in Baldur's Gate. It could be worse. Why did I think it was you that had this? But it was a scimitar that gave... There's not someone else in here. I'm not like... No. Okay, I'll talk to him about the other thing.
Can't sleep, so I might.
Earlier you mentioned you could work with interesting materials. What did you mean?
I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
I found this metal on a place called Grimforge. What do you make of it? Look at my armor, fool.
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
I have no idea what I just handed him. Could be anything. Could be a salami, could be some bread, could be a tomato. My Druid looks banging.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Color me curious? Rare heavy armor. When you are hit by a foe within 2 meters, it might take 1 to 4 fire damage. I mean, I'm going to put it on just to see what it looks like, but we're not using it. That actually looks really, really cool. That looks really cool. Oh, cover up. Jeez. Just making sure I didn't already buy that scimitar. Maybe it's just not you that sells it and I've totally lost the plot.
So I might as well
I found this metal in Grimforge. Oh, I found a material that you could work with. What can you make of it? I have no idea what material I'm giving him. Cobwebs.
It's perfect. Really. Just a moment. I'll be able to work.
Making me all sorts of good stuff. Well, stuff. Give it to me.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Oh, he's making us the whole, like, armor set. That's awesome.
Can't sleep, so I might as well.
Perhaps you've misplaced it. I'll be here should you find it.
Oh, okay.
Can't sleep. Well.
Here we go.
I knew I smelled something, and I know just what to do with it. One moment.
I think this is the whole armor set if this is the gloves. That's cool. I wonder what the whole armor set does.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
And there's the gloves. What do the gloves do? Your weapon attacks deal additional 1 to 4 fire damage. Your unarmed attacks deal... Oh, that's really, really good. And possibly inflict bleed. That is nice. And the helmet, the wielder has a +2 bonus saving throws against spells. Alright. Right, now can I check your wares?
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer.
Every now and then we have an episode like this where we just need to, why did I think? Sort of life stealing. Well, concentrate. Maybe I thought that and I've like totally misread. Damn. Right, let's add wares. I've got loads of stuff to sell you, my man. All this I'm going to send back to the camp just to keep it safe. Yeah, I don't think Shadowheart's going to want that. She might. Might tickle our whistle. Right, Gale. She don't really hold on to anything. I think luckily we got quite a few bits to sell. Which is nice because the coinage goes down very, very quickly because I buy far too much. I mean, it's the fun of the game. It's the fun of the game. +1 bonus to safety. Blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to give him anything. I'm not a charity. And if I was... Right, there we go. Barter. I really thought he had the scimitar. While concentrating, you deal an additional... I wonder if I've misread it and it's that. No chance I already bought it, is there?
I'll be here if you need anything else.
No worries. Unless the woman sells it and I'm just a bit slow. For some reason I thought there was 2 traders over there.
But it can take a beat. It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold.
See if there's anything you need.
Let's see your wares.
When the next blow might land.
I've lost the plot. I'm gonna have to actually have a look like at what I was even on about. Unless I don't think I did drugs today. I try not to do them. Yeah, no, for some reason I've lost the plot.
Take care now.
Just having a look on my piece of paper to see if I've even written down what it was called.
Our asses.
Right. You know, I haven't got it anywhere, okay. We will need to long rest in a minute, but what I do want to do is send all these stuff back. Not that. Just to keep it safe and unload a little bit. Send to camp. So yeah, the other things that we had on Druid, we have +2 to acid damage, we have the invisibility and blah, and Brand the Weak, because Brand the Weak is too good to put a vulnerability on something. Mainly for Karlach to go bang bang bang, but obviously now our Druid can do a little banger. Which isn't meant to sound as weird as I made it, but it's not me making something sound weird, then what's the point? Let's long rest. We deserve it. I wanted to do some like crazy... Who are we missing? Gale? Why is he not in my group? Look at my pajamas. Look how... Look, we're a fancy dancy druid now.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale.
Show me the way.
Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him.
running lower supplies, so we do need to be careful moving forward.
I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies.
You seem especially philosophic this evening. Are you alright? I've embarrassed myself.
I will be. Soon. I am perhaps just one hard day away from being without any troubles at all. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter.
Sorry, here my computer is making a noise.
But I'm not so sure.
Is this truly what you want, to die for the promise of her forgiveness?
Babe or crone, coward or hero, death is assured. Mistra's forgiveness is not. If you knew the end was near, would you not want to ensure it had meaning? I am terrified. I will not claim otherwise. My face could scarcely conceal it, even if my words sought to deny it. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms.
No, not when we face it together. You don't have to die.
Yes. But there is so much to live for, and so few moments in which to house it all. Damn you. Damn you for giving me so much to care about. Our friends, our adventures. This would have been so much easier if it was just me. But it isn't. If there is a way, any way, to save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it. I just cannot fathom what that might be, other than to fail Mistra and condemn the world. Stay with me, will you? I don't want to think of it anymore, but I don't want to be alone either.
Stay with him and watch the stars in silence. I like Gale. Gale's awesome. He has a, I love how all their storylines are very, very interesting. There's not one I don't like, but Gale is in such a difficult position here. Oh, snoring. Especially because it's like, why is there loads of blood on my bed? Especially because it's like, you know it should be you that like as if she's got a mind flare head there. What is up with her, like... Never actually looked at like where they live and whatnot. Okay. Right, now we continue forth. Oh, okay. Hi, Gale. Gale.
I was hoping to speak to you, as a matter of fact, about the night you were kind enough to keep this melancholy wizard company.
Go on.
I wanted to thank you. I was sinking into a dark place, but you reminded me there is still light in the world, if I should care to look for it. You may well have prevented me from doing something very rash in the near future. I count myself lucky to call you a friend.
Oh, I love Gale. Anytime, ma'am.
Careful. I may just take you up on that.
I'll just leave it like that. That was a nice moment. I really love Gale. I think he's great.
Jahira wants to know about supplies.
Right, I do want to just check the trader in here.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything?
Unless it's the concentrating thing that I was thinking about. For some reason I thought there was a scimitar in here that added my modifier. But it's not the worst thing in the world, because obviously our weapons at the moment, so we deal an additional 1d8 damage if they have all their hit points, which they generally are when I smack into them. We've then got our dagger, which reduces critical rolls by 1, which we're not really like a crit fighter, but it's cool to have. Unless there was the... Why do I think there was another trader in here? Right, we've got a few things to do. We need to look for the tieflings, which I might do now. There's some stuff that we could do here, but in all honesty... Oh, I did turn my headphones down. Jesus, that was loud. I would like to get into some fights and whatnot and actually see how my druid build is going to be. Right, get all our buffs up. Because that's the thing, it's a similar deal with us, how we rock stuff. But it just means, oh, what I need to click is I need to click this button down here to untoggle dual wielding. Otherwise, every time I attack, it will automatically use my action and bonus action, where I'm not going to want to do that all the time. So I would rather do that manual. I'm going to do it a lot of the time, but not all of the time, because there's a lot of stuff that I can then do.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
As bonus actions, question mark. Right. I want it that way. Right, we're going to look for the tieflings and whatnot. But then we are going to loot all the stuff that we didn't grab before. I'm a bit nervous that some of these... I know it's the guy that's looking for them we've got to look for, right? Right. Alright, so we haven't been down here, so let's go down here. Shadow Visage. Survival failed. Survival's always the dig though, isn't it? Great, we all failed it. Well, we know. What happens if I click to dig? Yeah. I was panicking it was something about that.
You see an old boot balanced upside down on a cobbler's knee as he taps the final nail into the new sole. Curtis knew.
Interesting. Oh, there's Roland.
Is that Roland? I thought he had better sense than this.
Okay. Our movement's really, really good. Is that going to come alive? What's our armor class? 18. It's only level 5 and only got 13. Yeah, let's lay into it.
May the gods take you first.
Offhand? Super Druid. Attack of opportunity. So we do not bad damage. It's nothing groundbreaking, but let's get Gale over here. Just a firebolt. Nice. Look at me, like, almost playing properly.
God damn it all! I could do nothing right! Not a damn thing!
What are you even doing here?
I was looking for Cal and Leah. What else? Instead, I found myself cornered by shadow fiends and in need of rescue. From you, of all bloody people.
Just casually insulting me. It's fine. You were trying to help your family. You're too hard on yourself.
Or not hard enough.
I've failed Cal and Leah again. Be on your way. I'll return to Last Light. I know when I'm outmatched.
Oh, I didn't have a chance to tell him. Ouch.
Time to press ahead.
Yeah, I got that arcane synergy, so that was cool. Yeah, that's... So if I look, because I'll just waypoint back. Let's have a... Is he alright? He's struggling there a bit, isn't he? I want to see the damage that I did. So I did 16 piercing. And I re-rolled? Why did I re-roll? My dagger let me re-roll that. Hang on, let's just check. So when I roll a 2 or less on the damage, I can re-roll it. I then get the... So I get +3 from the thing having 4 hit points. So I get 4, 8, so I get 5. That's 9. 13. 15, 16, 17. 5 piercing. Reroll. I wonder if I re-rolled it to a 4. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. But my modifier isn't 5. So oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, a lot of modifiers. Right, let's waypoint back to do that. So then we found him. I'm assuming he's already back. But yeah, we hit. Obviously it's a low level and whatnot, but it's nice to get some damage. The more damage we can do, the better.
You asshole! It's about time.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics.
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
Apart from the one tiefling that died, but just ignore that. Do you know what, Roland? You did me dirty. Roland was in a bad state without you two.
I was just overwhelmed. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Don't mention it.
Humble too? Imagine that.
She has no cause to be humble. She brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return.
Please be awesome, please be
Yeah.
awesome.
I hope it helps.
Or gold. I like gold. Oh, I like a lot of gold. Oh, we're just smashing out the quests today. Remind me what you had as a trader.
Mole can be cranky and mean.
Yes.
But she looks after us. So, stock up, alright?
When the fire disengages, I don't really disengage. I don't mind them boots, it's just I don't know when I'm ever gonna use them.
Pleasure.
Yeah, whatever. Right. Shall we do a slightly risky quest? I like the sound of that.
Monsters snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking.
Pull out the loot you found and play a little.
Daniel!
He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Oh, wow.
My loot. You got it back. How?
Yeah, I killed that form, a twisted surgeon, and took it from his corpse.
You killed a Thorn? The Ketheric's elite. How did you...
Killed loads of them, don't worry about it.
He needs us. Needs our help. I've been lost in the shadows so long. And I met a boy there, too. Thaniel. He's the only reason my mind survived that emptiness, that loss. He told me about someone he knew. Someone called Hausen, a druid. Thaniel spoke of little else. Do you know him?
Yeah, I know Hausen. I can bring him soon.
Please, hurry. Thaniel is more than just a boy. He's the spirit of the land. And he's all alone. Without him, the curse won't lift. He said Hausen could help. Find Hausen. Please.
More experience. Drop a little water save. I did turn off autosaves on the options. So I'll be doing it manually from now on, so hopefully it doesn't like do it at random points and just make it awkward, so I'll be doing it manually. What was I going to say? So let's go get Hauser. Now, this is why I love honor mode. Because now we're going to do a quest that I have failed before and lost Hauser. I'm assuming I can talk to him now. This is what I love about honor mode. Everything that we do matters. And it changes stuff. It's just like, oh, it's so awesome. I love the look of my druid.
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
There's a flaming fist recuperating in Last Light. Seems he escaped from the curse. He spoke of a boy called Nathaniel.
A survivor? Sylvanus blesses us. This could be just the person we need to speak to. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Cool. There he is.
I have something to ask.
You're Halsin. Thaniel said to find you. You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Thaniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes.
I'll let Hausen handle this.
Lavender. Whenever I saw Thaniel, I always smelled lavender.
I can work with that. Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
Oh, perilous is not my middle name.